Hi everyone, my name is Shanice and welcome to my channel Inspired by Shan. Here on this channel I help you try to improve your lifestyle and your mindset. So in today's video it is all about how to stay positive. So we can get into all these ruts and all these different types of mindsets where we're really negatively influenced by maybe external forces that are just shifting our mindset from positive to negative, and it can really be concerning because it's really detrimental to our positivity and our happiness overall, and it really shouldn't be the case, and we really should try to find ways to regroup and stay with that positive mindset, because once you start with a negative thought, that negative thought will turn into another negative thought and keep on reoccurring. So you definitely want to retrack your steps and understand what the trigger point was to make you feel that way. So without further ado guys, I'm going to share those tips with you to help you improve your overall happiness and really trying to find the deeper meaning to why maybe you're not feeling so happy. So my first tip for you guys would to evaluate your current state. Understanding why you're feeling a certain way, trying to retrace those steps in a sense. So maybe you have been feeling a bit more moody and a bit more cranky than you are usually, and maybe other people like that you're usually with every day can see that, and actually understanding that the opinions of others on your mood can actually help try to solve what is actually up in that brain of yours, so you can understand why you are maybe lacking happiness. So for example, your friendships or relationships might be going through a rough patch at the moment and you're finding it very hard to cope. That can really play a big part in your mood, and us as human beings, we're very socially dependent, and when we realize that our relationships aren't exactly in a good place, it tends to really affect our happiness. And just realizing that, and realizing that you need to maybe have a talk with those people about how you're feeling and try to solve the issues within that relationship, so for the sake of the relationship, and you can get back to feeling more happy because you know that you've sorted it out. And I feel like once you avoid a particular problem that is presented to you and you really just would rather let it be and sort it out itself, that's never the case, and usually you need to take the initiative to just go over there and just fix it once and for all. And when it is just being left behind and it's always in the back of your mind, you have all these other problems, and you really should have sorted out that initial problem first, so you can just have tunnel vision focus for all the other issues that are presented. So just tackling every problem head on can actually improve your happiness in a way, because you have that control. And you just need to bite the bullet sometimes and just get those things done. And trust me, it will actually be so liberating. And I've had so many experiences with this where I have all this weight on my shoulders because I keep on putting things off, but it's really it should not be the case, and you should just get those things done as soon as they are presented, and you'll feel a whole lot more better, guys. So once you understand what the trigger was to make you feel a bit more negative and less positive, you can now begin to work on your mindset. Now everyone has a different technique or process, or maybe you're new to this mindset thing and you just need to adopt some techniques that you're searching for at the moment. So I'll give you a whole list of some that I've implemented myself. So there's firstly meditation, and I actually personally don't meditate, but I know a lot of people, and a lot of people on YouTube have praised this and say that it really helps. And meditation doesn't take long at all. You can be there for 5 minutes in a little corner, or just closing your eyes and taking a deep breath and just understanding that everything will be fine, and you just have to trust that everything will work out. So there's also journaling. I will tend to journal if I have if something really big has been happening or I'm really stressed. I will tend to journal and write down all my thoughts that I'm feeling, so when I reflect back I can be like, oh my goodness, that's how I was feeling, and I've just overcome it. And it's quite incredible to look back on those past experiences that you've written about. So that would be a great one to, even getting off your chest. Journaling and writing is really great, especially if you're not one to want to talk about your feelings to another person, or maybe you don't really have someone in your life at the moment that you can talk to that's close enough to you and that you feel like won't judge you. So really journaling and writing down your thoughts is a great way to get your thoughts on paper. So another one is gratitude. Understanding that there are so many things at the moment, even if you feel negative, that you can be thankful for. And even if you have to just find 3 things that you're grateful for right at this moment, just write them down. It can be as simple as saying, I'm alive. You're a human being alive right at this moment. You could have been born in the medieval times where they had no internet or anything like that. You can be really imaginative and creative in your response to gratitude, and just thinking of it as an overall worldly thought, so you're not just trapped inside your little bubble, and you can just understand there is so much more to be thankful for in life. So what I actually like to do as well when it comes to improving my mindset when I'm negative is I really like to watch motivational videos and content on YouTube, even if it's scrolling through Pinterest or Instagram, but I tend to prefer watching videos. I know they just give me that instant motivation and positivity. There's so many motivational content out there, and whatever works for you, just try watching them when you're a bit upset. It really lift my mood and make me so much more positive, and it's quite magical, and I really encourage you to do that if you haven't tried it already. So my next tip is to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So especially if you're not tending to eat healthy and work out often, maybe start making it a habit where you do take some time to think about the foods that you are eating and putting into your body, because really there's certain foods that have so many beneficial properties and that help with increasing certain hormones that you have, and that actually leads to you feeling more positive. And this is a well-known fact, but being active, moving your body around, doing some type of exercise is going to release those healthy endorphins. So it's like a happy drug, and it's so better for your body to release that type of happy drug instead of you consuming chocolate, and all these bad foods just for a temporary relief of positivity instead of a long term. So I reckon you should really start being active if you haven't already, and try to cut back on soda, junk food, anything like that that will really quite impact your mood and your energy levels. Because when you have great energy levels by eating the right foods, your positivity, you'll just see yourself each and every day being more positive than you were a week ago when you were consuming all that junk food. So another tip is to have less screen time. So we're within a world that social media is the norm, to be checking every single day, nearly every single hour of the day. It's ridiculous, and we should just really cut back. And I feel like we subconsciously know this. Every single one of us subconsciously knows that we shouldn't be on social media so much throughout our day, but we still do it. And we just need to train our brains, maybe make it a habit or a temporary habit if you feel like you can't fully commit to this. But trial it maybe for 3 days, and then reflect back on it. So you could wake up and actually record from, you know, when you wake up in the morning to when you go to bed at night. Record how much you actually used your phone. But screen time has a real strong correlation to, you know, your mood, and because you're like seeing all these different posts of people and their lifestyles, and you're comparing yourself, and it's just ruining, you know, your portrayal of yourself and your lifestyle, and not realizing that those people who are posting those types of photos, it's just a highlight of their life. That's what we tend to do. We'll post things of the highlights of our lives, the positive things, and none of the negative stuff. It's not completely 100% real. And just actually realizing that, and we obviously do know this, but sometimes can take some time to just understand that it's not the truth and it's just filtered, and just taking some time not to be on social media throughout the day and having a social media detox now and again, it can just really improve your overall mindset and your positivity. Now, my last and final tip for you guys today is to get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Now, I am so bad when it comes to sleeping. Going to bed, I take forever to go to sleep. It literally takes me up to an hour. I don't have insomnia or anything. Like, I get really stimulated in the night, and I just can't turn off. I, you know, find it a struggle, and then in the night, especially when it's really hot and I've got my fan on at night, but I'm always waking up constantly in the night, and then in the morning I know I should be getting up when my alarm tells me, and I just don't. And that is because I'm always on my phone the night before or trying to get to sleep. So yeah, I really do need to work on that, I feel like, the most, to improve my overall happiness, because sleep is everything. You know, eating and, you know, exercising is great, but if you don't have your sleep, you know, sleep is recovering your body from the hard day it's had, and I just feel like you need a steady sleep pattern, and if it's really rocky and it's like up and down, it's just not sustainable to your health. So just make sure you do get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and maybe do a sleep journal, and maybe just record how you're going with your sleep schedule. So yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed those tips on how to stay positive. I really appreciate you watching this video today and taking time out of your day, and hopefully you are feeling positive as well, or hopefully feeling more positive now that you've seen this video. Please leave me your thoughts and comments down below, and please subscribe if you liked this video and, you know, want to see more from me, and I will list my last recent video down in the description bar for you guys to check out. And please follow me on Instagram as well, and I am trying to really make a conscious effort to uploading every Monday and Thursday, so please stick around if you want to see more content from me. So without further ado, inspire yourself and continue to inspire others. Okay, bye guys.